This is Harriet Parsons inviting you to meet the stars. Where but in Hollywood could you find a home like this built entirely by the earnings of a 15-year-old? Behind this handsome house lie spacious lawns, guest cottages, swimming pool, a playground offering every sort of amusement. And it all belongs to a youngster named Jane Withers. When she isn't working, Jane holds continual open house for her young pals, talented youngsters like dancer Mary McCarty, teenage troopers of stage and screen, not as famous as Jane, but speaking her language. For instance, there's juvenile comedian Joe Brown Jr., who's been Jane's leading man in several films. One of the outstanding features of the Withers estate, in adolescent eyes, is the fact that it overlooks the football field of the University of California at Los Angeles. With the aid of a convenient tree and a pair of binoculars, Jane has a box seat for all practice games. Inside the house, the entire upper floor is Jane's. She has her own little beauty parlor, complete with makeup table, shampoo basin, and electric hair dryer. Few screen stars can boast such a complete glamour emporium within their own homes. But Jane's wise parents believe their daughter should enjoy her own earnings. In her attractive playroom, there's an honest-to-goodness soda fountain, a dance floor, and a miniature piano. Expert jitterbugs like Mary McCarty and Buddy Pepper can cut capers to their heart's content, while Jane's best girlfriend, Jean Howlett, provides music. And Jane dishes out big, fat chocolate sodas to boyfriend Joe. Radio actor Jackie Hughes is only 18, but he's already a junior at UCLA. It's no problem keeping Jane home evenings. This is more fun than any nightclub, and there's no vitamins in the alphabet to produce pep like this. Now, don't tell me those iron constitutions are weakening. I thought not, just getting ready for a change of tempo. It's the conga with all the trimmings. Take the casualty to slow these kids down. Let's get out of here before we have a nervous breakdown just from watching them. Just a mile or two west of the Withers estate is Cesar Romero's brand new bachelor home, a 2-story, 7-room English farmhouse with a charmingly irregular roof line. In the rear, the house opens onto a covered porch and wide expanse of lawn. Here, Cesar keeps in trim by working out with a heavy barbell. As you can see, his property overlooks some mighty fine scenery. Along with the view, he has neighbors. Just across the way lives lovely Patricia Morrison. See her over there at the corner of the house waving to Cesar? You'll have to take our word for it. We're not going to lug this heavy camera way over there. Let her come over here. Well, we didn't expect her quite that soon, did we, Cesar? Anyway, we're glad Pat's here, and Cesar's doubly glad. It gives him an excuse to stop hefting those barbells. Oh, heck, Pat, you don't want to go out there. Let's go inside and sit down in a nice, soft armchair. Here's a living room to delight any bachelor's heart. Simple, comfortable furniture, cheerful but conservative colors, and a whopping big fireplace. Cesar wastes no time getting Pat into a backgammon game. It's one of his favorite pastimes, and he's a shark at it. Well, look who's here. Meet Tyrone Romero, a gift from Cesar's pal and neighbor, Tyrone Power. Like Ty, his namesake has a way with the ladies. Come, come, youngster, you're holding up the game and Papa's raring to go. Maybe we'd better take the hint, too. So long. While we're in a homey mood, let's have a look at one of Filmdom's very newest manses. It's still in the embryo stage, and its proud owner, Rita Hayworth, is on hand to make sure the workmen put it together right. With her contractor, she checks over the blueprints and gets a kick out of seeing them translated into solid form. As her house grows, she keeps a camera record of each stage. You might call it a sort of blow-by-blow account. Strikes me it would make a prettier picture if that camera were pointed the other way. It may not look it at the moment, but this is the patio where Rita plans to do her outdoor entertaining. Now, Rita, you don't have to count the shingles. You'll have gray hair by the time the house is finished, and we wouldn't want that. So we'll finish it for you right now. There you are. Home's built while you wait. But say, we can't have Rita trampling that brand new lawn. Hey, you, off the grass. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Well, now that you folks have seen some of the film colony's most charming homes, I'm going to show you a spot that lures most film folk away from home during 10 weeks of each year. For when it's the racing season at Santa Anita Park, Hollywood turns out en masse. In the 7 years since it was founded, Santa Anita has grown steadily in size, beauty, and prestige. Until today, it is one of the finest racetracks in the world. And into its handsome clubhouse throng celebrities from every walk of life. Movie names are as thick as horseflies. And when Stuart Irwin and his lovely wife, June Collier, stop to buy a program, the vendor isn't especially impressed. It's all in a day's work, and likely as not, his next customer will be Randolph Scott, sporting a trick shirt, tie, and handkerchief, not to mention a carnation in his buttonhole. Or beauteous Fay Ray, wearing a bouquet for a hat, and escorted by Robert Riskin of the Capra Riskin team. And it's no novelty to see Lucille Ball steaming by, swathed in veiling and keeping an eye on new hubby Desi Arnaz. Comedian Harry Ritz of the Ritz Brothers can always be counted on to clown. George Raft is generally in a friendly mood, and villain J. Carroll Nash is usually in a hurry. Jack Holt treats good-looking son Tim, who's making a real name for himself as a Western star. Say, we'd better be getting inside while there's still room. It's a big day today. The featured race is the $10,000 San Antonio Handicap, and the grandstand is packed. Even a sardine would get claustrophobia in this mob. The crowds don't bother pipe-smoking Edmund Lowe. He just peers over the sea of heads and studies the ponies as they file out onto the track. Among the entries in the big race today are Mealand, Shaladin, Can't Wait, General Manager, Hysterical, and Bayview. Vinnie Barnes has clipped handicappers' reports from every newspaper. Now all she has to do is decide which one to follow. Quite a problem, isn't it, Vinnie? Gail Patrick is the guest today of the Lynn Howards. Mrs. H is the former Judith Barrett. She gave up her screen career to marry this good-looking, the son of famed turfman C.S. Howard and co-owner with Bing Crosby of the Bing Lynn Stables. In the adjoining box is brother Bob Howard, who also married a movie starlet. He persuaded Andrea Leeds to trade her makeup box for a marriage license. On the sunlit track, the horses are still parading. And in the shady grandstand, Vinnie Barnes is still debating. Bing the Crosby acts as if his entry, Don Juan II, had already copped win money. Constance Moore and husband John Mashio seem pretty confident. Somebody must have given them a hot tip. About the only ones here who don't pay any attention to tips are the horses. They make up their own minds. Gene Autry, #1 screen cowboy, looks right at home in this hossy atmosphere. Relax, Benny, it's all in fun. Look at Virginia Field. She's not worrying. She knows she's got the winner. And even a little last-minute touting from Roscoe Carnes isn't going to change her mind. Lana Turner's eyes aren't on the horses. They're on those sandwiches Tony Martin is toting. Go on, Tony, give the little gal her victuals. She's hungry. And if you've got an extra sandwich, I'll take it. This fresh air is giving me an appetite. Just close your eyes and punch, Benny. Says Mrs. Tyrone Power, Annabella to you, to Mrs. William Getz, the horses are at the post. In fact...
There they go. Can't Wait takes the lead. Bayview is second. Mealand is third. Bayview is going to the front.
And Bill Demarest is going to have a fit.
Passing the clubhouse, it's Bayview by a length. Hysterical is second by a length and a half. Don Juan second is third by half a length. Can't Wait is fourth by 2 lengths. Coming into the backstretch, it's Bayview by 1 length. Hysterical is second by 4 lengths. Mealand is moving up fast.
We know you, Joey Brown. There's only one mouth like that.
At the half, it's Bayview by 1 length. Hysterical is second by 4 lengths. Mealand is third. Vino Puro is fourth, and Can't Wait.
What's this? Oh, sorry, wrong film.
Rounding the far turn, it's Bayview by half a length. Hysterical is second by 4 lengths. Mealand is third by 2 lengths. Can't Wait is fourth, and Royal Crusader. Into the stretch, it's one Hysterical, and here comes Mealand closing fast. It's Mealand and Hysterical driving hard. Mealand and Hysterical.
And it's a photo finish. We'll have to wait. Demarest doesn't need to wait. He was on Crosby's horse, and it came in last. Brown has a win ticket on Hysterical and thinks he's a cinch. The photo's just coming down the wire. And here's the official result. The winner, Mealand. Hysterical, a long shot, second. And a still longer shot, Bayview, third. Tough luck, Joe. See you next season.